Welcome to this edition of the Native News Update. I'm your host for today's program, Paul Demain. Many of the stories and information found here can be found at our website at www.indiancountrynews.com, where your online membership or donation helps support the development of this television station. Here's some of the news from the day from the Associated Press and other Native American news sources. The chairman of the Fremont County Commission says he remains concerned that no more information has been released in last year's death of 3 girls on the Wind River Reservation in Wyoming. The bodies of 13-year-old Alexis Gardner, 14-year-old Winter Rose Thomas Jenkins, and 15-year-old Alexandria Whiteplume were found at a tribal housing complex on June 4th. Investigators have not said publicly what killed the girls. County Commission Chairman Doug Thompson has been vocal in seeking more information. Recently, he told County Coroner Ed McCulson that he remains concerned that no more information has been forthcoming. McCulson said he understands the concern but believes federal law prevents him from releasing information in cases involving juveniles. The pottery, stone knives, armbands, and other American Indian items sitting in a vendor's booth or posted online look innocent enough, but the centuries-old artifacts taken from South Dakota's rugged Missouri River banks don't belong to the sellers. The U.S. Attorney's Office has indicted 5 men, accusing them of looting or trading in ancient items. Those indicted are Brian Ekram, 28, of Selby, Richard Geffrey, 49, of Pierre, Elliot Hook, 52, of Wessington Springs, Scott Madison, 60, of Fort Pierre, South Dakota, and John Shield, 77, of Madison, Wisconsin. They each pleaded not guilty in federal court in Pierre, North Dakota, to charges that included excavating and trafficking in archaeological resources and trafficking in Native American cultural resources. That's Pierre, South Dakota, not Pierre, North Dakota. A federal judge has ruled against the Osage Nation in Oklahoma in a lawsuit seeking to exempt tribal members who live and work in Osage County from state income taxes. U.S. District Judge James Payne decided that doing so would have significant practical consequences not only for income taxation, but potentially for civil, criminal, and regulatory jurisdiction in Osage County. The judge wrote that the state of Oklahoma has governed Osage County for more than 100 years, yet the tribe has not sought to reestablish their claimed reservation or to challenge the state's taxation until recently. The lawsuit was filed in 2001 in federal court in Tulsa, Oklahoma. In December of 2007, the 10th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals in Denver ruled that the case could proceed against individual members of the Oklahoma Tax Commission. The Powhuska-based tribe argued in its lawsuit that the Osage Reservation was never formally disestablished by Congress and that all of Osage County should be considered Indian country. The Boys Fort Band of Chippewa in Tower, Minnesota are planning some major projects this year, including building a $10 million community and government services center at Nett Lake. In a recent State of the Band address, Boys Fort Chairman Kevin Lisi has announced that the band would launch a loan program to assist tribal members and participate in a cooperative tribal center in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Band officials say diversified investment in economic development projects in previous years, such as the Wilderness Golf Course and WELY Radio in Ely, Minnesota, has helped generate the revenue for new ventures such as the planned Government Services Center. In his speech, Lisi said the center also will have space for a credit union or bank branch. The project will also tap into more energy-efficient techniques such as geothermal or solar technologies. The Boys Fort Tribal Council has directed that the loan program help band members deal with current tough economic times and that it be in place sometime by April of this year. Indian inmates in Alabama prisons are awaiting the latest ruling in their 15-year-old battle against the system's ban on long hair. which they say infringes on their tribal religious practices. The inmates say their practices have been stifled by the department's policy of requiring all male inmates to keep their hair short. Testimony on the grooming policy ended last Friday, and a ruling by U.S. Magistrate Judge Charles S. Cody is expected soon. Alabama is one of 12 states that prohibit inmates from wearing long hair while incarcerated. Corrections officials say long hair poses a threat to prison security, safety, health, hygiene, and public safety. This is a notice that the Native American Music Awards has announced that the 2009 award process and application and submission forms is now available online and ready to be taken. The nomination submissions and forms must be mailed to the awards office by March 31st. And that deadline is coming up rapidly for people who need to get that ready. You can get more information about the award submission process at www.nativeamericanmusicawards.com. Okay, this is a film casting call by casting director Rainey Haynes, who is holding auditions to find some Native American teens, young men 15 the ages 15 to 20, and young women ages 18 to 20. For speaking roles in an upcoming major motion picture, you need no acting experience at all, not necessary. What you need to do is go to the Phoenix Indian Center on Friday, February 6th from 5 until 8 p.m. or Saturday, February 7th from 11 a.m. until 3 p.m. Please don't call the Phoenix Indian Center about this project. You can find more information by emailing talent@rhcasting.com. And they hope to see you there. We hope to see you there. Maybe you'll end up on IndianCountryTV.com someday. And that is the latest roundup of news from Indian Country on this edition of the Native News Update. We want to thank our underwriters for helping us with this broadcast and all our other digital partners out there, powwows.com, nativeview.com of Helena, Montana, and nishtv.com from Thunder Bay, Ontario, and one of our latest assistants here, the wellbridey.com organization out of Colorado. Miigwech for tuning in today, and come join us soon again. Thank you.